What's going on? It's Justeeni here, and today we're doing some more Guess the Elo. We got a game, normal drylands with Wenger, and quite a good spawn, at least from the looks of things so far. So let's see if he messes up or not. Let's get right into it. So far so good. Warrior opening. Oh, and a very early meet. So I don't think there's a reason to delay capture here. I'm wondering if you actually want to just like get hunting precap and then make a sword. I feel like leveling up's still fine, but I'm curious what he goes for. So he's gonna... Wait. So here's the thing. He goes for the sword, but he could have just gotten hunting as well. Not a good look so far. 1200, maybe even less. And the opponent's not too good either. They could have sent their Polytopia back if they weren't going to do anything with it. So yeah, now hunting, a little suboptimal, wasted a star. It's not the end of the world. Oh my goodness. Star runes. Alright, so what does he do here? I would definitely get a sword and probably a warrior. I actually wouldn't worry too much about economy right now because you have a really good initiative with these swords right now. So, wait, why are we buying forestry? Like, forestry's good, but if we're gonna buy it, use it. Like, maybe you could have, like, chopped 3 forests to make a sword or something like that. I don't know if that's actually a good play, but you had the stars to even train a warrior. Why not? I think having a warrior explode this way while you're just pressuring Lingueeni really hard is really good here. But, no, let's instead buy a tech that we're not going to use this turn. Okay, so we move back. I don't see anything that Illyrian's doing, and I feel like if they had more Polytars, they would have already sent them. I think it's fine to move the sword up front and then, like, heal it next turn, because the sword's kind of misplaced here now. It's going to take extra long for it to get attacking. And warrior, I mean, for doing that, here's the thing. You only get 1 star per turn doing this, getting this vision, and I don't know if Wenger needs the vision much. They're gonna just jump in with swords anyway. But, I don't know. It's not too bad of a decision. Still thinking maybe like 1200 or so. Alright, so now we're playing very economically, which, I mean, they're doing pretty bad, so I suppose you can just consolidate here, but why not just pressure as well? I suppose either works here, so I can't really complain too much. Like, they're not sitting and doing absolutely nothing. They're at least doing something, but like, you have all these units, you might as well put them to good use. Riding is okay. I don't know why we're not chopping to get another rider. I think that's definitely better. So yeah, now we're just going to go for that attack. It should turn out pretty well. I guess the Explorer's okay. It feels like it's taking a lot of your economy, but I suppose it's fine, I guess. Whoa, wait. Huh? Why aren't we sieging here? Because if we siege with this rider, they have to unsiege with the Polytar, and then we siege again with the sword. That sword doesn't have any kills, so you can't get veterancy, but it forces this Polytar in a really bad spot. Now they can train a warrior or something. Maybe if they can get some more units, they can actually regroup and survive somehow. Frankly, I'm not sure how this game goes much longer. This seems really terrible for Illyrian. Yeah, this seems really terrible for Illyrian. Okay. What? Hello? Why are we not attacking? I'm pretty sure that just holds. No, that definitely holds. You need 2 Polytars or Polytar and 2 warriors to unsiege. Unless there's like another rider here, but I'd be fine like forcing them to play their hand. Like, it's absolutely worth trying for the siege. You kill a warrior, you deny 2 star per turn, you force them to hit with their Polytar, which you can possibly kill, and maybe you can even do like some sneaky blocking. Actually, no, I don't think you... Could you block here? Hold on. No, let's go back. You can hit with this rider. Yeah, you could just block, and then it's a guaranteed. even if they like had a rider. It's this completely. Why are you not winning the game? Why is the opponent not resigned? Also, they're completely cut off from any hopes of winning the game. Like they've got some villages here, but Wenger has so much map control. Okay, roads are finally being used several turns after we got them. I'm thinking, I don't even know, 1100 probably. You're giving the opponent way too much to work with. They literally were just about to lose the game. Like, we could be training so many swords. Like, we have so much pressure that we could be putting on the capital, but we're just not. Like, we have 14 stars right now. We can just pump out 3 swords if we chop a forest, but like, I suppose we have the ability to consolidate. We're just completely winning here, but why not convert the win? Okay, so we take out we take the catapult really low, and we're doing a good job pressuring here. We hit the warrior for no reason. We get our giant with the Gate of Power. That's a good monument use. I'm still thinking around 1100, maybe 1150. No, I'm thinking solid 1100. Like, you should have taken this win by now. I don't know how interested I am in watching this. Also, like, if you're not going to win, at least take these cities. Like, you absolutely have the time to if you just make more units. Like, and it's not like you've been lacking the ability to train units. You've had the stars for it. So, man, this is such a game. Okay, another veteran rider. All right, we're doing some vet assigning. We're fancy schmancy. I see. So, this attack is probably good, but they're gonna try and get some catapults for defense. And then Wenger should chop as many forces as possible. Perfect. Okay. Oh, man. I still can't believe they just completely forgot about winning the game. But I mean, other than that, they're doing okay-ish. I don't know. It's really hard to just forget to win the game. Like, you kind of have to not be good to do that. Can we once again siege the capital for the win? Like, we could just road the rider, kill it, and then road this in, block the Polytar, go here, or even block the rider here, do something like that. Like, this giant is easily enough. Surely, I mean, we could have probably killed some other stuff to be safe. I wonder if Illyrian actually has a chance now. That'd be funny if the catapult plus all that support did it. It's kind of complicated, so I would simplify it by just killing some of their supporting units. They're making this way too difficult. Oh yeah, they actually had another catapult in the fog, and that's actually it. Because 2 catapults would not have been enough. If they blocked and killed the riders and blocked the Polytar off, they definitely would have won there. But they messed it up. They played it way too risky. And not really for a good reason. I think safely capturing their capital is a good thing to do. I'm thinking maybe even sub 1100. Again, this is kind of impressive how the opponent's been able to hold on. But then we're getting trade. Here's the thing, their tech decisions have been basically spot on. The timing has been kind of but I don't see low-rated players go for trade ever. And they didn't get mining or rush knights. I mean, mining's okay, but it's not amazing here. I think going for math and trade is better. And yeah, their tech decisions are great. It's just they lack unit spam. They're losing cities because they just aren't spamming units. They're playing way too greedy, and they're just not attacking properly. I'm thinking maybe even 1050. I don't know. This seems kind of rough. Oh, man. Like, I thought this was going to be a quick game, but I did, like, see on the Google form that this was actually a decently long game. But I would not have guessed it were a long game. Like, based on, like, looking at, like, the first, like, 10 turns, I would have guessed, oh, like, this is going to be a very quick game, less than 15 turns. But it's somehow still going. Like, this capital is so weak. I mean, Illyrian spawn was quite terrible. They had just nothing near except for Wenger cities. So, yeah. But, like, if there's this weakness, you should definitely, like... Anyway, though, yeah, Wenger does have the knight, but they didn't make the knight, I don't know, like, on the capital to attack it. Not getting a wall is honestly kind of questionable. You really need to defend this. Yeah, also Illyrian's eco development is terrible. Like, this is Illyrian, and they're struggling to get a good eco. They didn't place a single sanctuary, which definitely screams low elo. Like, use your sanctuaries, please. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking 1050. Maybe it's higher, but it's... I feel like players that are at a higher elo know how to win the game. Like, you got the resignation out after 22 turns when you were pretty much completely winning by, what, turn 10? Not only, like, completely winning, but, like, you literally had the win. It was right there, right in front of you. We do eventually get it, but it took a really long time. And it's not like Illyrian was, like, generating counterplay. They weren't doing very well at all. So I'm thinking 1050. I might show a little grace. Maybe 1080. Kind of meet in the middle between 1050 and 1100. Let's see. Again, 1080. That's the final guess. What on earth? Dude. Okay. Did you forget how to win the game? Hello? Okay, I'll just cut to the next one. Goodness gracious. Alright, next one. This is on normal Pangea against Imma. So Empress is very favored here, but Imma does have a few tricks up their sleeve. This is a high elo match, of course, like Empress steamrolls, but I can see in like the mid elos, like some tricky shenanigans going on. Let's see what happens though. I mean, it is Empress, so they're pretty easy to play tribe. Oh my days. I mean, it's fine to get a rider on turn 2-ish, but it's so risky for no reason. But getting riding on turn 1, that's a million times worse. Now, like, I know, like, yeah, of course, like, buying the tech early, like, that's usually not good because it's too committal. But, like, especially early riding, it's so bad. And maybe we'll even get to see why, depending on this village. You see right now, though, why it's risky. We don't know if there's actually any fruit on this yet. And he gets lucky. Very lucky. If there was only one fruit, then he would have been majorly set back in his eco, which, as a turn 0 tribe, being set back in eco is not a thing that should happen at all. Okay, never mind. He's going to set himself back in eco to make up for his good luck. 1,000? 1,000? Okay, Explorer here probably? Okay, he gets an Explorer though. That's actually pretty decent. It's somewhat well funneled. Climbing's good. Attacking's... Wait. I mean... I still think sieging is the play just because it's diverting Imma away. Maybe it isn't? I don't know. That siege looks so juicy though. Especially because you don't even know if there's a warrior in the fog. But I guess it is the safe play. And he trains 2 riders. Wait, he trains 2 riders though. He knows how to train units. He just really, really likes training units. Maybe he's like actually like 1400 elo and he just has a really like silly aggressive opening that he likes doing for fun, which I don't know. I can get behind that. I like playing a little silly sometimes. All right, and then resource runes. So he gets roads. That makes sense. And then how is he going to use the roads? I mean, he doesn't need to use them this turn. Like, he's capturing 2 villages. That's a good enough reason to get roads this turn. And then he's going to develop his eco. Pretty sensible, honestly. And then, yeah, this is just really good. Yeah, and he does it with the warrior too. Nice. And that's the entire game that I have to work with. Okay, so the like opening few moves were atrocious, but then after that, he kind of cleaned things up. Honestly, I definitely think like when he played it safe on turn 5, like, it's probably fine. Like, yeah, if there is a warrior, it kind of sucks, but I don't know. It's kind of a, like, is it even the best play? And if we're splitting hairs there, then, like, cool, it might not be an 1800 elo play or something. Cool, they might be only 1500 instead. But honestly, like, the safe play is just completely fine in general. Yeah, there's really not much to work with. Like, he just got good RNG. He lucked out so much with City 2 having fruit when he didn't know it all. But, like, his tech choices were fine. He was training plenty of units. I will say, though, I don't know why he moved the rider right here instead of just here. This is just strictly better. You reach the village more easily, and you reach the combat here more easily, and you can road it. Like, if you place a road here, you can pretty much just do everything better when the rider's here. So I don't know about that. That definitely tells me he's not a really good player just intentionally doing some silly opening. He's probably like, I'm thinking 14, maybe 1300. It's just that opening was so bad, but there's so little to work with other than that. Like, I'd say after turn 4, like, it was pretty clean. The Explorer was good. Like, that's a pretty fair moment to get an Explorer. And yeah, good moment to get climbing. Hitting with the warrior there is fine. Like, it's, I don't know though. Like, that opening was just terrible. Like, but other than the terrible opening, it was completely fine. If you played an actually normal opening and then proceeded as he did, I probably would have guessed like 1600. But that opening, oh. Let's look at the opponent's point of view. Maybe that'll give me some insight. If the opponent is up to something absolutely ridiculous, then probably... But the opponent seemed to play pretty well. From what I saw, at least from Empress's point of view. But let's look. Just to be sure. So, buying Philo a little soon. I guess it doesn't matter. It gives yourself too much score. So, like, if the opponent happens to find you, you kind of look a little silly. But he's training warriors here, which is actually pretty good. Like, it seems a little risky, but he is playing things safe. I don't know about getting Org. Or about getting a workshop here. I would have gotten an Explorer, so then I could get things really going. Yeah, maybe training this unit was bad, though. When did he train that? Turn 3? I don't know if he needed that warrior. Well, if he did need the warrior, it would have been to go there, so... I do like that he is training plenty of units on a normal Pangea, because you want to be very careful on this kind of map size. Yeah, this is tough to say. I mean, he's working with what he has, and then he's training all the warriors he can. And he buys hunting and doesn't train any unit. What happened? Okay, that helps a lot. Okay, the opponent's probably like 1300 or so, and then maybe the Empress player is like, I think also 1300. I don't know. That was certainly the game of all time, though. This is really tough. I would be shocked if I get this right. It really could be anything, but I'm gonna guess 1300. That's a pretty safe estimate, I think. Of course, I'm way off. Okay, well, yeah, guess the Elo, am I right? How many more submissions do I even have? I'm probably gonna show it on the screen. It's a lot, but if you guys want to see more Guess the Elo, I have no problem providing. Yeah, though, like and sub to Tolby, and have a good one.